If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Yo, GMS fam, the green room. How y'all feeling this Wednesday? Welcome back to the GMS show. I am your black ass host, GMS. And we are here to give you another episode of the GMS show. We gonna do this shit the right way. Shout out to everybody that's pulled up so far. Put this music on, man. You know how we do, man. We groove out to the GMS beats around here. Shout out to Southern California, Eternal Umbra, J.R. Miller, Brielle, Arias Baby G, Grits and Gravy, JG, Rob Justice, D Rich. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling, man? Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody's doing well. You know, we start out every show with peace, love, positive energy, good vibes, passing it forward, hoping that you pass it along as well, because we give a shit about y'all around here, and we keeps it genuine, and we keeps it thorough, and we stand on it. Now listen here, so much shit to talk about that has happened, but I want to get the sad things over with first. You know, let's get the sad news over first, man. We got to talk about the first thing of today, which is the young Dolph news. We're not gonna spend too much time on it, man. I'm not gonna sit up here and drown you guys in sorrows, man. First of all, rest in peace to young Dolph. If you guys know, of course you guys know, young Dolph was senselessly murdered in his hometown of Memphis, outside of Makita's Cookies, or inside Makita's Cookies, and the coroner report came back that young Dolph was in fact shot approximately 22 times. There's no reason for this type of shit to happen, and like I said, I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. I think it's very sad that this happened to this man. You know, not gonna get into any details or any opinions or any conspiracy theories or anything like that, man. It's senseless, and the shit needs to stop, man. Did we need to know this information? Probably not. But you know, I'm praying for his family, his wife, his kids, and you know, they caught the people that were involved. So you know, karma's a bitch. Justice comes around whenever it comes around. Especially in these situations, man. It doesn't make any sense that happened, man. So just to speak on that real quick, man, and just to send my condolences, and once again, you know, rest in peace, Dolph, man. A very prominent figure in not just the culture, but for independent artists, man. He set another blueprint for the next generation. You know, there's been a lot of independent artists that's done it, and a lot of people that really made themselves a successful household name off of being independent, and Young Dolph is one of them. You know, if you have somebody like Gucci Mane saying that you are the king of independent, you know what I'm saying? That's a big shout out right there, because Gucci Mane is one of the biggest independent hustlers out here, man. And if he's telling you that you the king and you came up after him, it's a lot, man. It's saying a lot, man. So rest in peace, Young Dolph, man. Praying for him and his family. Now let's keep it going, man. So I heard through the grapevine, man, certain things come up in the internet, and I want to talk about this because it was interesting to me. I was one of those people that never got on the 6ix9ine train. I was never the person to be like, yo, fuck all this shit, man. 6ix9ine is good, man. This is his music, his all this shit, man. The gimmicks, this nigga going out talking shit to everybody. Oh my God, I can't believe this man is so gangster. Like many of you, he was an annoyance, a heavy annoyance. And then on top of that, being somebody who's not black in the culture, trying to take it over because we don't necessarily have the majority when it comes to the internet selling points. And what I mean by that is the people that put these young motherfuckers in place are the young influential kids, like the kids that are easily influenced. A lot of these kids are young. Yes, there are black kids, but a lot of them are white kids, and they be infatuated with the street life, with gangster shit, with the gimmicks, with people talking crazy and people doing the back and forth on IG. They love that shit. But I was one of those people that was like, there's something wrong with this guy. And if he doesn't get touched at some point for the things that he's doing, I know that all of this is going to fall back on him as a person and on his career. Now, we know he's the king of trolling. Now, I got to give him that title because he done went around and did all types of troll shit. He done went to the max when it came to trolling. This man will go to he has no bounds when it comes to his trolling. This man done went to Nipsey's hood. He done went to Lil Durk's hood. He done went to all these different places around America. And here he is now today claiming that he's broke. After talking all this shit, after saying all this stuff about all these people, trolling his ass off, bragging, showing all the money, all the cars, all the jewelry. Now he's saying that he is just trying to get by. Now, the reason I bring up him being a troll is because this is clearly something that he's working on to get himself back into the spotlight of social media and to rev himself back up in the, because what can a person that's all about the gimmicks more than their music, what else can they do when their buzz is dying down? Your buzz is dying down. You still have a fan base, but your buzz is dying. What do you think? You know what I'm saying? What do you think is gonna? Now, 6ix9ine had to pay for a lot of security because he talked a lot of shit. So he had to make sure he was protected. Now, if he was going broke, let's just say he was, these would be the things I would think would land him to be broke. Spending excess money on security, knowing damn well he didn't need to do all that shit because he put himself in that position. Spending all the money that he could on jewelry and cars and all types of shit. And then being the type of guy who isn't doing shows, isn't selling merch like that. You got to understand, in this game, in this generation, in this culture, there's ways to make money out here. The biggest ways to make money out here are through merch and doing shows. Because he talked himself into a fucking corner, and because people don't want to book somebody who might get their club or their venue shot up, he's not really making any money other than the gimmicks. Now, the reason he brought this up was because he's getting sued right now. Now, one thing people need to understand, when somebody ends up getting sued, especially when they got money, the best thing they can do, especially when you're an artist or somebody who has their own business is to say you ain't got money like that. Tell motherfuckers you putting up a front, say, man, I just be flashing, this jewelry's fake, all types of shit. You gotta when you get in lawsuits, you gotta make sure you let people know you ain't got a bunch of money. So this is how this sparked up, because of court case issues. Now, Wack 100 spoke on No Jumper and said that, you know, of course 6ix9ine is working on shit. He has an album in the works. He's just, this is all a gimmick and all something just to spring up this guy's notoriety. Brielle, shout out to you for the 20 in the super chat. She said, hey, GMS, sending love as always. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody that supports the GMS show, whether you send a super chat or you send a cash app or you follow me or hit the like button. You know, that always helps as well. Hit those reminders too. Appreciate y'all, GMS fan. Wack also said he had to borrow this guy $20 for gas money. Now, like I said, there's things that people do to get their name back up, and this is one of those things I feel like 6ix9ine is doing just to get his name back, circulating in the media, and to have the people that hate him, because he knows he has a lot of people that hate on him, to be like, nah, boo boo, and the next thing you know, he pops up on Instagram one day in a fucking tub full of money and a bunch of new chains on, and talking about, yeah, you motherfuckers thought I was broke, all this other goofy shit. I see it coming. That's neither here nor there. 6ix9ine is not going to, I told you, this is not going to last. I don't care what people say. I don't care what people think his projections are. He's not going to last. Even academics is like, yo, I'm telling you, you got to put out music, man. You got to put out music. Now, being the person that he is to 6ix9ine, he could be following along in the line of this whole gimmick as well, too. But look, man, but regardless of what you're trying to do, 6ix9ine, this is not going to last. You set a foundation for failure. And when you set up a foundation for failure, nothing is going to work out for you in the long run. You can have a nice short run. You can make some money. You can get some notoriety. But at the end of the day, you have set a foundation of failure, man. You can let that shit go today. Now, we have to keep going. Let me get off 6ix9ine, because I don't even like talking about 6ix9ine. We have to talk about some other shit, man. Benzino. Yes, Benzino. OG hip hop, the source, all that shit. Everybody knows Benzino. You know Benzino. So Benzino was caught over the weekend, apparently, in a hotel room. Not just any hotel room, but the Red Roof Inn. The Red Roof. I'm talking about the scummiest of the scummiest, the ratchetest of the ratchetest, the shady of the shady. This man was caught in the Red Roof Inn with Cavario. Who's Cavario? Who's Cavario? Does anybody know who that is? Seems like this was somebody he was on Love and Hip Hop with, or something like that. But it was another guy that was in the same hotel room. They ended up getting kicked out for whatever reasons. I'm gonna play this. Let me turn this music off. Let me play this shit, because this is interesting. This was interesting. And we're gonna get to why.
I was staying up at night. That guy's crazy, man.
This is him. These are the police is here.
It's not even a big thing. He's wasting your time. He ain't did no fucking crime or nothing.
What you say? You said, wait, hold up. Breaking news. Is this breaking news, or you just saying this in the chat? Let me see. Hold on now. We gotta pause this real quick. Let's see. Breaking. Jussie Smollett is going free while he tries to get his sentence for the hoax attack overturned. You are correct. $100 bill came in with the breaking news. This is funny. I like when y'all do this shit. Like, I like when people tune in, but if you go and look at other shit and there's some breaking news happening, please don't hesitate to say it in the chat. Jussie Smollett will be released. Let's read this real quick. Hold on one second. Let me go to TMC. Let's do this breaking news first before we go to this. Before we hit up this Juicy Smollett. They didn't give my man no type of jail time. Let's read this shit. All right, let's go. What's going on, Juicy? What's up, Binky? We got Binky Bianca in the building, y'all. Say what's up to Binky. Getting out of jail while he appeals case. Jussie Smollett is going free, at least for now, while he tries to get his sentence for the hoax attack overturned. The appeals court ordered Jussie's release. During the appeal process, he will first have to post a bond of $150,000 of them things before he lets out of Cook County Jail. It's unclear when exactly he'll be able to walk free. Clearly, the state isn't happy with the decision. Their response to the ask for release reads, in part, rather than attempt to meet his burden of showing good cause for his immediate release, Mr. Smollett makes only cursory, woefully undeveloped arguments. Each fails to demonstrate good cause to stay his jail sentence. Now, as you know, Jussie has begun serving his 5 months last Thursday, and immediately after the judge sentenced him, he was defiant, shouting he was innocent and raising his fist in the air as he was taken out of court in handcuffs. His defense team and his family members never stopped pressing for his release, though claiming Jussie was in physical danger while behind bars. They cited racist and homophobic threats they'd received and also said Jussie was immunocompromised and highly susceptible to contracting the C. Well, it seems now. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Jussie Smollett is buffering. Is buffering. Uh-oh. As soon as we started talking about Jussie Smollett, shit went to buffering. Oh, hell no. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I hope y'all can hear me. I hope we good. Jussie Smollett done fucked up the damn channel. Jussie Smollett done fucked up the Wi-Fi channel. Can y'all hear me? Oh my God. Don't do this. Don't do this to me, Wi-Fi. YouTube is fucking with us right now. That's what's happening. Oh my goodness. Can y'all hear me? We good? We still live? I hope y'all can hear me. Seems like it's buffering bad. Can y'all hear me? Ain't nobody said nothing yet. Oh, Lord. We good? No? No? Yes? Maybe? I don't see nobody saying shit. I just see y'all still commenting on it. Let me see if I cut the music. Let me cut the music, actually. Yeah, let me cut the music and see if that works. That work? I don't know if y'all can hear me. There we go. Are we good? Yes, we're good. Okay. All right. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure. Sorry for the long wait. I had to make sure we were good. This shit is weird. But as soon as you start talking about this dude, first of all, fuck that. As soon as I brought in TMZ, my shit start going crazy. Soon as I brought in TMZ, this shit start going. Why does that happen, man? Why the fuck does that happen? All right, now. Sorry for the delay. Let's get back to Benzino. Now, Benzino was caught in a Red Roof Inn, and this is how it went down when police came to check him out.
That motherfucker's crazy. Came in here banging on the door. The Spanish guy came. Yes, amigo. I'm staying another night. We go downstairs. I'm in the shower. What the fuck does he want me to do, man?
All right,
That guy's
sir.
crazy, man. So we're leaving.
Is there anything else in this room?
There's somebody else in the shower. You want to go talk to him?
He's right there. He's getting ready.
Standing right here, you can see your man 6ix9ine.
Okay, there you go.
And they crazy. I told the Ivan that was staying
Hey, sir.
night. I came up here and stuff.
No, you, sir.
See, it's a delay.
Hey, little face. How you doing? You see me? You see me? Hi. Oh, that was delicious. Is that egg sunny up? That is awesome. You gonna say something for me?
Y'all all delayed. I guess we can hear you.
You are a very nice lady.
Okay. You good?
Here's the rest.
Scott.
And he's the registrant.
Okay.
He's the person who got the room, dealt with the room,
That's
dealt with them. I never dealt with them.
What's your name, sir?
Uh-oh.
God damn it, God damn it.
Uh-oh. So that was part of it. That was part of it. What do y'all take away from this? I need to know. I want to hear. They say he was caught with his lover. Damn it, man. See, this is why I don't like this shit. This is why I don't like this shit, because y'all gotta understand something, man. If you are a celebrity, if you are somebody who is a notable figure, everything you do is put under the magnifying glass. Anything you do, somebody might notice you, or somebody might put it out there, especially if you're dealing with the police. They got body cams. Them niggas love to put that footage out. Oh, we just arrested so-and-so, man. Let's wait and see. So it was like I don't know what that situation was. I heard that he responded to the situation, but I don't know for sure. Hold on, let me see if I can find this. Let me see if I can find him responding to it. Hold on. Let me see. He said, I was... Whoa. I couldn't read that. Give me a second. See, and that's another thing. The first thing that comes up when you type in Benzino is gay. Like, dog. Like, this is what I'm saying. They're like, oh my God. Let me see if he responded to this. Let's see.
Always watching TV.
Wasn't even like the topic. But when you look at it,
let's hear what he had to say about this.
They mentioned it nine to 10 times, and then even now today, because they don't pick up my tweets. Like, so now they're starting to pick up everything I tweet. I see it starting to get picked up over there, but it's like they're the ones that push it. So today, I guess, okay, so look, so when it first happened, they must, I guess, it was about posted 6 or 7 times with all that shit about the single and about what I said, right? Today, there's about 3 or 4 posts. So to me, shit, it's just giving them promotion for the single. So, you know what I'm saying? So what is anybody mad at me for? What is anybody, get upset? But it's just the social media bullshit. Like,
It's social media putting out that bullshit.
So there's a video that the police put out of me out right now on YouTube. So about 5 years ago, my Althea, my baby's mother, had took Zeno out.
So this is an old video
LA,
too.
Just moved my son up and moved. I tried to go back out there to get back what it didn't happen. I had to come back to Atlanta. I didn't have an apartment. So, shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't up, you know what I'm saying? Shit, my funds were super low. So I had to, I had to get my hustle on. So I went and see my man, got a few of them things. So, you know what I'm saying? My man Cavario, who's basically been a partner of mine for years, he wrote for The Source, he wrote for Hip Hop Weekly, you know what I'm saying? And Cavario was living in South Carolina at the time with his wife. But he had a car, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have no way to get around. So he came down and said, look, I'm going to stay with you for a week and we're going to hustle these packs. and that's what we
Right.
did. So so the police just posted that. I didn't know that they was filming the whole thing. It was a problem because the guy, Mexican guy, was trying to kick us out or something like at 10 o'clock, and the time to leave was like around 11. But I'm saying he was trying to be so white. I had to tell him, nigga, you black too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like,
then the
niggas
police
like niggas
look
too.
at. I had 3 pounds in that bag and a
Oh
blick.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like it would have been bad for me if police started searching my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had to really play the black and white card just to get out of that situation. So now
That explains a lot.
So now I got motherfuckers in my DM saying, just live your truth. Just come out. Just live your truth. It's okay. Nah, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want everybody to be gay. You know what I'm saying? Stupid motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Me and my man stayed in the fucking room. That's my man for 20 years, you dumb assholes. But social media will fuck that up. So I'm just, that's what I'm saying, man. And like, I see it all the time. And even on this app, a couple of rooms where you got miserable women clicking up to get on here. All they do is talk shit about black men. Now I noticed a few
You
of the black
were
men
right,
they
Black
talk about,
Hippie.
they got
You
a
were
lot of
definitely
dudes
right,
who
bro.
just don't stick up for themselves.
Cause I didn't hear this video. I didn't hear his response in this, which is funny because I mean, you can speculate. You can say he's sus. You can say you can make your gay speculations. But when you watch the video, what happened? His nervousness can make you feel, and the way he was moving, like, and how he just immediately was like, yeah, but we're leaving, and took his bags away. It explains a lot. If this nigga had pounds in the bag and a gun. Nigga, I'm saying hey, ain't no problem, all right? Yeah, this is fucked up, but ain't no problem. We leaving. I'm gonna bring my shit downstairs and we out. But here's another thing. Let me play devil's advocate. Let's just say the rumors are true. Let's just say maybe he was sus. This would be the best way for him to try to get out of that situation by saying he was in the Red Roof trapping, instead of saying the Red Roof was probably the most discreet place for him to be on the down low. That could be the devil advocate part of it, but the way that he described it, I would put my money on the fact that he was doing some illegal things. Benzino, it takes a lot for some of these people in this industry to talk about the fact that they were broke at one point, especially 5 years ago. If you think of 5 years ago, he was on TV doing Love and Hip Hop. I think so. And if he wasn't, Benzino was still heavily out here in the industry doing like whatever it was he was doing. So to say that he was out on to the point where he didn't even have a place to stay, he was at the Red Roof, trapping out the Red Roof. He had to go get a pack. And this, let me tell you something, man. These are people who are grown as hell. 5 years ago, Benzino was still an older nigga. So you got to understand, like, that's still a mindset to some of these motherfuckers. Instead of locking down some type of legitimate thing, especially when you have so many connections in the industry and you have notoriety, there should be no reason for you to go back to selling packs at any point. You know what I'm saying? Why selling packs for what, my G? You're Benzino. That shit's crazy. And I also want to bring this up too, because everybody knows, or a lot of people know, I don't know if everybody knows, but his daughter, Coily Ray, rapper, getting a lot of notoriety now. Been in the trending news, for certain things. They had her trending, trying to call her trash, and had her trending one day for people not paying attention to her set live on when she was performing at Rolling Loud or wherever she was performing at. They really try to shit on this girl, but I think she's just one of those like really happy to be in the position she's in type people, and she just taking advantage of the situation. I don't necessarily like her music. I think it sounds very fucking annoying, but if people like it, people like it. That's not up for me to decide what music sounds trash. Now, their relationship is a little fucked up because of whatever reasons. I don't know the background. I don't pay attention that much. All I know is the surface shit of what we see on the internet. she's getting notoriety, she's making money, she's doing what she's doing now. They don't have that good of a relationship. And 5 years ago, you know what I'm saying, it was probably at a moment where he thought his daughter wasn't going to be on shit or be successful. Now she's successful now, and she just dropped a song with Nicki Minaj. If you guys remember, I don't know if you guys seen this, but when it comes to the industry, you're supposed to keep things under wraps. There's NDAs involved, there's contracts being signed, there's rollouts that people have to do. There's a certain way that you have to promote a song or single or album so that enough people will know about it, and you can maximize the listener or maximize the interaction between product and fan. You're not supposed to leak out early when somebody has a song coming because it fucks up the algorithms, it fucks up the rollout, it fucks up all that shit. Benzino let it be known one day on Clubhouse that Nicki Minaj and Coi Leray were about to drop a song before they announced it. They had to deny it, and then now look, you know, of course, fast forward, they have a song out right now. They just dropped it like a couple days ago. Coi Leray had this to say about her dad when it came to him doing things like this or their relationship period. Listen to this.
Come online and start fucking with me, bro. Instead of being a father and just supporting from that side, you still want to be bitter. That's why you burn all your fucking relationships, my nigga. And that's why my career, yo, bro, I have to really bend my back and make sure niggas can fucking understand me as a person. Because at the end of the day, I don't want my father's relationships and the bridges he burnt to affect me. All that other personal shit he talking about, mansions and all that, everybody that's been in my life is fucking cap. That nigga is cap. We lost everything. Source was gone. By the time I was old enough to even understand the source, that shit was gone, bro. Give it up. Don't blame my mother. My mother is the best thing that ever happened. My number one supporter overall. At the end of the day, this ain't here to bash my father and let me not get ahead of myself and be disrespectful. I don't even mean to call a nigga a bitch ass nigga, right? But at the end of the day, that's a fucking bitch move, my nigga. That's a bitch move. If you a father, right, support your fucking kids, my nigga, and that's it. Don't go online looking for fucking what's the word called? Clarity? Like, what the fuck are you looking for? Some type of fucking sympathy, nigga? You want people to feel bad for you? Because of what? Let's talk about how I don't speak to you. You didn't wish me happy birthday on like damn near none of my birthdays. Didn't say happy Thanksgiving. Haven't spoke to you in months, but then try to get me to go on Growing Up Hip Hop. Right? Try to get me to go on Growing Up Hip Hop. Told me that they wasn't gonna let you on it if it wasn't for me. They didn't want to pay me the money I wanted. After that, I never heard from you again. Never heard from you again. Come on, my nigga. Y'all niggas is fucking weird, bro. Like, I had to pull over and really stop because I'm shaking. I'm driving by myself on my way to my little appointments or whatever so I could finish up what I got to do so I could get ready for my Atlanta trip. My mom called.
So I wanted to play that little snippet because regardless of what's going on, you got to understand, you gotta treat your kids right, man. You got exactly nothing worse than seeing father-daughter beef. You know what I'm saying? That it's like you never know, for one, what your kid is capable of and what they'll achieve in life. Second of all, you're their parent. If anybody's supposed to figure out how to be a model parent, why don't you go watch Genius and just don't pay attention to Kanye. Pay attention to every interaction that he had with his mom. You want to see a good example of how to be a father? Watch every episode of Fresh Prince and just watch Uncle Phil. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be there genuinely for your kids. They did not ask to be here on this earth. That's one thing. Y'all niggas started fucking. This nigga busted, and now you're here. You're here, but you're here because motherfuckers made you get here. So now you're here. It is now their responsibility to look after you and take care of you and support you. Now, regardless of how you grew up, whether you had shitty circumstances or good circumstances, that's neither here nor there. A parent has to continue to be a parent, man. You have to continue to be a parent. Now that was a video from a little while ago. Recently, they've been able to make amends, kind of, you know, after the whole Nicki situation when he put the information out there too early. You know, Coily, you know, she talked about it, and you know, she actually said this is something that's bringing her and her dad closer. And I think it's a learning thing, because he actually came out and apologized for that, something that he hardly ever does, because he's one of those people that thinks he's right about everything and everything he does is justified. We know people like that who can't take accountability, who will just go along with what the fuck they saying, even if it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? They feel justified for everything that they do and say. But he apologized for that, because if anything, you should understand the industry. If you didn't pay that much attention to your kids coming up, one thing you did do was pay attention to the industry, and you know it's important for people to maintain good relationships and for rollouts and for being discreet before anything comes out, whether it be a single or an album. So he apologized for that, and I think they got to a better place because of it. So shout out to them for that. And also, you know, I hope that shit works out. Let's keep going, man. I got to talk about something else, man. Black women. I'm gonna need y'all who do this to do me one big favor, okay? If you participate in watching Love and Hip Hop or Real Housewives of this or any of these shows, Jocelyn's Cabaret, which I'm gonna get to. Anybody, if you support any of this bullshit, please turn it off. Because one thing I hear, other than the fact that, you know, black men are this and that towards black women, one thing I hear is the overall disrespect for black women. And if we want that shit to stop, we have to stop participating in it. We have to stop giving these shows light. We have to stop giving them views. We have to stop giving them ratings. We have to stop tweeting about them, hashtagging them. Y'all understand that this is a business. This is an industry. When people stop talking about shit, when people stop supporting something, they cut it because there's no use for it. There's no actual genuine care or love or passion for a project in Hollywood. It's for the money. And as long as it's making money, it will stay on the air. So please, I'm begging you, black women all over America and the world, stop watching that bullshit. Because I see what it's doing. It's one of the biggest ways to build a stereotype around a group of women that are not a monolith. I'm so glad I learned that word. They want you to see a certain type of black woman and put it in your head that these are the black women you see on a day-to-day basis. You can't tell me there's somebody you can't tell me that there's been a time where you've been out and you seen some chicks and be like, man, they look like they should be on Love and Hip Hop, or they look like they should be on Real Hub. You know what I'm saying? Like, you try to compare them to what you see on TV, to the reality shows on TV. And then not only that, these motherfuckers try to mimic it. They try to mimic it. Everyday people try to mimic what they see on these reality shows because it's attractive to them. The drama of it all, the confrontation of it all, they love it. We cannot love it, man. We have to tear this shit down. He said love after lockup. Man, look, it's I don't know what love after lockup is, but if you watch any shows that have to do with black women being loud all the fucking time, fighting all the fucking time, cussing each other out and making themselves look ratchet, we have to cut that shit off. We have to. We have to cut it off. I'm watching what's going on now because some shit is trending right now. Jocelyn's Cabaret, I guess they had they always do some reunion show to where everybody meets up and becomes the ultimate Voltron of ratchetness. And I guess a lot of shit went down. A lot of fights happened. A lot of people got messed up. One girl in particular, a girl named Amber, from the latest season of Jocelyn's Cabaret, she went live from the hospital after the taping of the reunion. And apparently her story is she got beat up by Jocelyn and her boyfriend. Jocelyn apparently kicked this girl several times in her stomach and basically left her bruised up and bumped up. And now she's talking about how she's, she wants to press charges. There's another girl that said that she resorted to cutting, and going through depression and different types of shit over the show. There's different girls coming out to talk about how they're dealing with mental issues over the show. Let me just say this, man. It's fucked up that y'all are dealing with that, but let me remind you that the fact that your clout, your need and your want for clout puts you in that situation. Let's not talk about Jocelyn being a demon. We already know that. You knew that before you walked in. You knew what type of person Jocelyn was before you got there. She's not right up here. Jocelyn is a nut. Jocelyn's all about her. Jocelyn is a wild card. But the notoriety and the clout made y'all want to go on that show to try out to be the best strippers and whatever they were trying to be. And now you guys are walking away with mental issues and you got and somebody's walking away now with now a habit that is detrimental to her mental health. Cutting is never a good solution, but I know that is some shit that people do. You guys I'm not holding no punches. I'm not here to say, oh man, I feel bad for y'all, because y'all put yourself in this ratchet ass position. Y'all wanted to be on TV. Y'all wanted to be popular. Y'all wanted to gain more followers on Instagram. Y'all wanted more people on y'all OnlyFans. Y'all wanted to make more money. And in return, you got what you signed up for. Clout is a hell of a drug. Now, there was an episode where this white girl was saying nigga, and a black girl ended up putting hands on a white girl for saying it. And then the white girl said it again. And then the black girl walked away and cried, because she said, this white girl don't know how it feels to be called a nigga by a white person, and me having to work and do this and that. All these things that have happened to you over the years, and you let clout bring you to a house where this white girl called you a nigga in front of everybody, in front of the world, and TV, all that shit. Good job. Yes, it was satisfying to see that white girl get beat up, but it was also like, this is a ratchet environment. I would expect a white girl to say nigga in this environment. You know what I'm saying? I would expect this type of shit. But people don't think about that because they clout chase. Now listen to what this girl said about what happened to her at Johnson's reunion.
I kept calling her Chanelica and all that.
Oh my God. I'm in the hospital because Jocelyn kicked me and Ballistic attacked me, but I only came to the hospital because my ribs are very bruised because Jocelyn had some big boots on and she kicked me. My ribs look like this.
Look at the bruises. She got bruised up all in her ribs.
So I have to make sure that my ribs aren't broken or bruised. Other than that shit, I'm good. Ballistic just ripped my hair off my head. He ripped my real hair out. Like, we gonna handle this in court. It's all good.
Now, she said a man named Ballistic ripped her hair out. Ballistic is Jocelyn's boyfriend. Apparently, while they were getting into a scuffle, Ballistic seen Jocelyn getting whoop-whapped, and he jumped in and he rescued her from getting the brakes beat off of her. It's a ratchet environment. What do you expect? What can I say? What, am I supposed to chastise this nigga for doing this shit? Yes, you're not supposed to put your hands on a woman, especially if it's a girl-on-girl fight. If your girl getting her ass beat, the best thing you can do is separate the fight. Don't jump in and start hitting the bitch. That's crazy. But let me just remind y'all about what they signed up for and not what Jocelyn and her boyfriend Ballistic signed up for. These girls signed up for this type of ratchetness. All possibilities occur when you're dealing with this type of environment. There's no holds barred. People want to make a moment. You don't have TV like they don't just give Jocelyn a TV show. Jocelyn is not somebody you just put on TV. This is in the realm of love and hip hop. This is supposed to be controversial. This is supposed to have drama. It's supposed to have fights. So when they record this shit, you can't just go a day just, I hope I make it. You know, I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna put on my little skimpy shit and I'm gonna work this pole. No. They will take your ass off the show. That's how people get kicked off shows. If you ain't the most ratchet, you ain't the wildest, you ain't the craziest, you ain't the one that start up all the fights, you gonna find yourself going home early. And if you do end up going home as one of those people, they gonna make sure that they highlight you. They gonna highlight the shit out of you so that when you leave that show, your opportunities are endless when it comes to that space. They had a girl in there that clearly was going through some mental shit, talking about demons and exorcism, all types of shit. Why do you even have this girl on the show? Why do you have her on the show? Oh, I know, producers of Zeus. It makes great television. Black women, they're using you. They're using your mental illnesses. They're using your ratchetness. They're using your ability to attract viewers to make them $1. Stay away from the shit. Quit watching it. Turn it off. I know you're not going to listen to me, but I'm going to continue to push that message every time we talk about some bullshit like this because it's not going to end. We need better depictions of who we are out here in this space. I will not say it again. Now, one last thing I need to bring up. Netflix. Now, this is what I'm gonna start doing, man, because I watch a lot of like TV and documentaries and shit like that. When it comes to like Netflix or like Hulu and all those spaces, Peacock and shit. There's a series on Netflix. Now, what I'm gonna start doing is recommending shit to y'all and just kind of giving y'all the premise of what it is, kind of giving y'all the want to see these things if you haven't yet. So there's a series on Netflix called The Worst Roommate Ever. What up, Sensei? And it tells a story about all these different roommates who basically were just roommates from hell, and they did all this type of shit, killed people and, did people wrong. Let me just point out one thing. First things first, there was not a nigga in sight during this entire series. When they talk about the worst roommate ever and all the shit these people got away with, they didn't talk about one black person. One black person was not involved in any of this. All right? So there goes your first entertainment value. You just get to see a bunch of white people doing crazy things and other ethnicities. Extreme white privilege. I'm talking about extreme. So crazy. Let me just give you an example. There was an older lady who she was trying to be, or she posed as a caretaker, and what she did was she'd bring people in her home, she'd heavily sedate them, and then she'd rob them, and then that was that. So there was a time where her and an older lady got acquainted. They tried to run a business together. The business started to tank. She had the lady move in with her, and what happened was one day She just fed this lady a bunch of drugs. The lady passed out, ended up dying, and the lady's kids were blaming the old crazy lady. They were blaming her because they were like, she had to do it. Long story short, she ended up doing a little bit of time. She ended up being on federal parole for what she did. She moved away, right? She moved away, and for some odd, I don't know how they did this, once again, white privilege, she started up another caretaking thing where she will go and try to be somebody's caretaker. Now, there were some bodies, or there were some people that ended up missing, and they were looking for these people. And I don't know what happened. I don't know how they ended up getting to her, but the police ended up going to her house, and they ended up basically digging up in her backyard and found a body. Now, what do you think would happen if, I don't know, say any of y'all niggas in the chat was on federal parole and the police came to your house and found a body in your backyard? Do you think they would let you leave? Well, that's exactly what they did for this old lady. She said, hey, after they found the first body, she said, hey, am I under arrest? Am I a suspect? They're like, well, we don't have any suspicion to arrest you right now. We don't have any evidence, so I guess you are free to go. What? She said, yeah, I want to go get some coffee at this coffee shop across the way. So they walked her. They escorted her to the coffee shop and left her there. Do you know what happened after that? They found 6 more bodies in the backyard. White privilege. And guess what? They went back to that coffee shop and she wasn't there. The bitch skipped town. She skipped town. Then they finally caught up to her and got up with her. This is crazy. I'm talking the worst roommate ever. I'm telling y'all, look this up on Netflix. There's another one with this guy who was a serial squatter. A serial squatter. You know what he would do? He would go to people's cribs, right? He would he would find somebody who would let him move in, whoever's looking for a roommate. He'd go in their house, he set up shop, and he like put down false information or whatever on some on sheets, and then he get his mail sent there. They get his mail sent there. And I guess I had no idea until I watched this shit. This is another thing y'all need to watch. Make sure y'all watch that episode because it brings you into what a squatter is and what people can do when it comes to renting. Do y'all know that if you, a person right now, let's say you have an apartment, right? You're renting an apartment. You looking for a roommate to help out with the bills. You bring somebody in, right, as your roommate to have them help out. They can go into your house, not pay nothing, right? Let's just say they play it safe and give you first month's rent, right? And by that time that first month passed, they're already having mail sent to your house. When they get mail sent to your house, they are considered a tenant. So therefore, if this person decides to never pay you rent again, you can't do shit about it because now they are considered a resident for having mail sent there, even though they aren't actually on your lease. You can be a real serial squatter, fam. You can go from house to house, apartment to apartment, set up shop, and just cause destruction, apparently, because this is what this guy did. This guy went everywhere and just was continuously squatting in people's houses for months until it was actually illegal. Like, he would go in there and he would threaten them with legal action. When they tell him he got to get the fuck out, he said, I will sue your ass. Imagine the caucasity. And there's nothing you can do. All these people were getting evicted from their apartments or from their houses because they were late on rent because the person that they had moved in that they expected to help didn't do it, and he was just squatting and threatening motherfuckers. So much so that it got down so bad, man. Y'all just gonna have to watch what happened. Y'all just gonna have to watch what happened. It makes no sense. So that's my recommendation. That's my Netflix recommendation. See, I can see y'all like, ooh, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? The Worst Roommate Ever. Look that shit up on Netflix. You will not be disappointed. It is it's some shit to watch, man. It is some shit to watch. And especially the squatter shit. Like, yeah, all these people, you know, they had these bad tenants, but the squatter one, you gotta watch the squatter one, because I want y'all to watch out for that shit. Anybody out there that either lives by yourself or whatever, and you looking for a roommate, you better make sure you vet the shit out these people. You understand me? GMS fam, this is the time where you put GMS in the comment and I shout you out. Every single one of y'all. Also, if you did not hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell so you can get the notifications when we go live, because YouTube be trying to keep us in the shadow realm, but they can't keep us in the shadow realm because we too cold with it. This is the GMS show, and they cannot stop the rain. Put a GMS in the comments. Follow me on my socials. I'll follow everybody back. I go live frequently on my Instagram. Hit me on my Cash App today if you want to support the GMS show. We got some big things coming. We got so much more for y'all. So the best way to support is to hit the Cash App or hit the like button or leave a comment under this video as soon as the live is over. Keep us out this shadow realm. Niggas be hating. YouTube be hating. The ops be hating. We want to stay out this shadow realm. We want to continue to keep doing this show for you and continue to keep rocking and continue to keep having these conversations, man. My people. Y'all know what time it is. Make sure y'all go check out that Netflix series, The Worst Roommate Ever. I'm gonna have another recommendation for y'all Friday. We just gonna keep it going, man. Every show, we gonna keep it rocking. Shout out to Black Man America Anarchy 6ix9ine, Black Hippie Ricky, Eternal Umbra, The Worst Roommate Ever. That is what it's called. Maryland Bears, or Maryland. I didn't see the Bears at the end. There's another Maryland, I think. Binky Bianca, Vale in the building. Pro Me Co. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Yeah. If you just now coming in late, hit that rewind button, man. We talked about a lot today. We had a lot on the topics today. Trade 979. Let me pack this bowl real quick. I know we on a little bit of a delay, so some of those GMS is gonna be coming in a little late. JL in the building. Glittery Bubbles. I see this nigga the other day. I was watching this dude's live. He was like, so what y'all got on my 8th? What y'all niggas got on my 8th? Yeah. If you wanna see me smoke some Zaza, hit the Cash App. What y'all niggas got on my 8th? Areas, Baby G, Universal Trappers. It is game time. Make sure y'all subscribe to my guy, NBA Old Boy, for your latest NBA updates. All the types of news you need. He holds it down on the NBA Old Boy channel. So make sure y'all go support my man over there. King Lukey in the building. JR Miller in the building. Hit those links, man. Yes, sir. Shout out Eternal Umber, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Everybody that's still pulling up to the GMS show and showing love. We gonna keep rocking with y'all. We gonna keep doing our thing. We gonna make this shit rock. GMS fam, the green room. Much love. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm gonna see y'all Friday. We out.